Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, we had a comment in one of our recent videos where a Brew Crew member asked if we would build a Gruul treasure deck with Old Gnawbone in it, and if you ask, you shall receive. But before I get into that, we need your help getting to 500 subscribers, and we are very close. When we get there, we're giving away a set booster box of the current set, plus all kinds of other fun stuff. So check the description down below to find out what I'm talking about, rate, review, and please subscribe and become a Brew Crew member. So, what do we got for you today? It is Gruul Gnawbone Treasures, just like I kind of hinted at earlier. And let's start off with our removal package, which is 3 Frostbites and 3 Blizzard Brawls. Then we're going to go into our early drop game plan, which is 4 Jespera Sentinels, 4 Magda Brazen Outlaws, 4 Prosperous Innkeepers, and 3 Ranger classes. So we don't need the 4th Ranger class because we're not trying to really rush our opponent down via, putting a bunch of tokens on things. What I really like about this one is just that added pressure with the 2/2, a little bit of added pressure with the +1/+1 counters, but this is kind of like our game plan against like board wipes and control decks because we want to get to that level 3 against them. But otherwise, this is just a card that kind of scares opponents, and that's why it's in there. Now, the Jespera Sentinel, you want to be trying to throw that on turn 1 into a Magda on turn 2, and then using the Magda and the Jespera Sentinel together to ramp into more mana, not only using the Jespera Sentinel's mana to cast things, but getting the tokens out of the Magda Brazen Outlaw. Then we have our mid-game plan, if you will, which is 3 Zorns and 2 Kazandu Mammoths. The Kazandu Mammoths are mainly in there because I wanted a little bit more land past our natural 24, but I wanted to make sure we weren't going to flood too hard, so this way we have, an option. And then the Zorn, of course, kind of just goes with the theme of the deck. We are a treasure deck, so anytime we would create 1 or more treasures, instead create those treasures plus an additional treasure, which really comes in handy if you happen to have one of your 3 Goldspan dragons on the board. So, of course, if we're going to be playing a treasure deck, we're going to have some Goldspans. We have 3. I would like to be able to squeeze in a 4th, but at the moment, that's what we're sitting at. And then we have 3 Old Gnawbones because we were asked to put it in the deck. I do like it a lot. It feels a little bit at times like it is a win more card, but I don't mind winning just a little bit more. That's fine. And then lastly, I do have 1 Inferno of the Star Mounts mainly in there as a mana treasure sink later in the game if we need to just finish the game out with 1 big hit and they've eliminated our other creatures. And the way that we do that, and the reason this is in the deck, is because we can get to 5 treasures so easily in this deck, and then we can go and search out any dragon we want with the Magda Brazen Outlaw. And so we have situations where we can go and grab our Goldspan dragon. I usually go for Old Gnawbone first. So we'll go for Old Gnawbone, and then whatever creatures we have on the board that turn, we're going to attack. Anything that gets through, we're going to create more treasures. We're probably really quickly going to get to 5 again. From there, you're going to go ahead with your Magna and use the ability and either grab a Goldspan that time, or, I mean, it may be the first time you do if they don't think you're going to close it out, but if you can, you grab the Inferno of the Star Mounts. It has haste. You swing in with it, and you sink all the rest of your red mana and treasure tokens into that. And then we have some draw in the deck as well, which is 3 copies of Unexpected Windfall. Now, this card is absolutely bonkers, especially if you have Goldspan Dragon in play. I mean, you can use 2 treasures in play to play this, get the 2 treasures back, and still have mana. So that is absolutely awesome. But I do love that it gives you the 2 treasures, and it allows you to draw 2 cards. Now, you are going to be discarding a card, so keep that in mind. But if you have a Magda on board late game and you draw another one, you're playing against control, you have an extra land in your hand. There's plenty of times where you don't mind discarding that card. And then our land package is 8 Snow-Covered Mountains, 2 Lair of the Hydras, just once again a way to sink a whole bunch of our mana into something late game in case we get a nice hit in with some of our creatures with the Gnawbone. They board wipe. We have a layer on the board. We swing in. Probably have enough for lethal at that point. 6 Snow-Covered Forests, 4 Pathways, and since we do need a bunch of snow for a bunch of reasons over here, Frostbite and Blizzard Brawl, we have 4 Highland Forests. So that's the deck. That's kind of what our goal is just get a whole bunch of little creatures on the board, cause a whole bunch of havoc with the Blizzard Brawls and the Frostbites. Once we have 5 treasures, either with the Magda out or one that we've been saving in our hands, get another dragon out, and just try to take over the board and win, overrun our opponent with dragons before they can do much about it. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead now and go ahead and get into that gameplay. Peerless. Here we go. Well, we go first. We don't have a Magda, but we do have a turn 1 land into... I mean, yeah, kind of and kind of no. So I'm definitely keeping this. And I want to go Sentinel, but we're just, you know, one I can't because this is red. So I don't really, don't really have a choice here. Oof. I want to throw the Mammoth. Feel way too behind if I don't start throwing stuff now. Let's throw the Sentinel this turn, and I think that gets us a little bit more out of our creatures. Throw this next turn, tap it for mana, as well as have the treasure. Okay, are we playing Giants? Okay. I think we are. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's throw the Mammoth out as land. Let's throw the Brazen Borrower. And then end the turn. Not attacking. And we have the Frostbite if we need it, but we'll tap the Magda for a treasure before the end of their turn, at least. Another Glimpse. Okay. I don't know if they're playing too slow. They're just going to let us ramp up, or... yeah, I don't know. I'd say they're playing too slow, but those have been famous last words in the past where I've lost horribly at those games. Be nice to get Ranger class out there. Let's throw the Innkeeper. Create a treasure. Let's throw the... No. Let's do it with you. Let's throw the Ranger class with you. And a you, please. Create the token. Let's go ahead and swing in for 2. Create another token. I would throw this, but I feel like they're going to board wipe soon. And I don't want to use these treasure tokens. I want to get to this Inferno. I'm just nervous that they could Draconic Intervention for 2, which is still plenty. Or they could Crush the Weak. Things like that. We don't have too much out there, but it's enough to where one card blows, you know, 3 of our cards, kind of 4 for 1. Calamity Bear. If a giant source would deal damage to a player, it does double. Okay. They can re-glimpse. Land off the top. Would have been nice because I could have thrown the Inferno with... oh, wait, I can do it with this. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I do that. And let's auto pay using the Magda. And then we swing in. You know, swing with the Wolf too. If they're silly enough to block it, I'll Frostbite that. And then maybe I should have held back in case they do have a removal. That's a big chunk. Okay, they are going to take the block. So we're going to go ahead and Frostbite it. Get it out of there. And I think that should do it. I think that's about it. Battle of Frost and Fire. Well, I mean, okay. So it's not over, but... let's throw this. Let's use our 2 green mana to Ranger class it up. Let's go ahead and swing in. Put the +1 token on it. And I'll pump it once. And then end the turn with... I might as well just throw... it just doesn't matter either way at this point. Because it didn't speed up the clock anymore to pump this. It doesn't speed up the clock anymore to throw this. So maybe just in case they had a way to destroy the Inferno, I should have kept... I mean, if they bounce it to our hand, we cannot rethrow it. So, like, Into the Royal would be horrible for us. What do they got? Got 6. We're out of the way of of the where they have a giant, it does 6 damage. Squasher. We're out of that range. Okay, we got there. Good game. Good game. HJY. Definitely going with hello, opponent. And opponent goes first. We have 4 lands with the Mammoth, 3 natural, Magda, and 2 Innkeepers. It's not bad. Eye Twitch coming down. So we'll lead out with the lair and then end the turn. I like how it holds up in case I want to turn it into a land or something. Turn it into a man land. Take 1 from the Eye Twitch. Another forest is the draw. I mean, they're gonna have removal. I think I go with the. I'll go with another green. Throw the Prosperous Innkeeper. Ship it back. We're not gonna spend it. Keeping our gold in the bank. Shambling Ghast is the play. No blocks. Well, let's go ahead and just play another green. Throw another Prosperous Innkeeper. I'll throw a Jaspera Sentinel. Okay. Deadly Dispute. Gonna take out one of the Prosperous Innkeepers and draw some cards and create a treasure. So that kind of tells me they don't have the board wipe, or they don't. I mean, we weren't even going to really be attacking, so I don't want to pop the treasures. They have their own Prosperous Innkeeper coming down. And an Eye Twitch. Well, it's time to throw a Magda. Time to throw it. Let's see. Let's throw the Innkeeper out as well. Get some triggers. And end the turn. No attacks. End the turn. Yes. Yes, we end turn. Toski. Okay. I was not expecting that. They will be drawing a couple of cards. Take our turn. Oh, Goldspan Dragon off the top, huh? So let's go ahead and activate this with you to make a Goldspan Dragon. Then let's go ahead and activate you. Submit 5. Let's go get an old Gnawbone. And then let's go ahead now. And, nah. You two don't need to attack. Attack with the Goldspan Dragon. Create a little more treasure. Next. Hit him for 4. I'd like some more treasure, please. That's 5 more. Easily. Well, I could throw that, but if they have a board wipe, I don't like the thought of that. So let's go ahead and end the turn. And the nice thing is, if they board wipe, we have a Magda and 5 treasures in play. So we actually are set for the board wipe. Now, if they have 2 board wipes, then they have 2 board wipes. But what are you going to do? Okay, attack with Toski. We will block with the Gnawbone. And do they have the board wipe? Shambling Ghast. No, they do not. Okay, let's take our turn. Well, this is going to get absolutely disgusting because we're going to grab another dragon. Let's grab... has haste. Let's get an Inferno. Let's grab some land there. This is horrible. Okay. Each opponent... I have to sack... There's no way around that. So they get me there. They got me there. They got our old Gnawbone. So let's go ahead and fight the Gold Span with the Eye Twitch. Resolves. Next. Let's attack with these two. They're gonna sacrifice something next turn to kill one of these. So let's get in with these two right now. Okay. Eye Twitch is gonna take that out. Smack him down a little. What again with your Eye Twitch? Don't tell me you have two. You have two of those? Wow. I mean, they're going to wipe their whole board, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and put out the Mammoth. Well, let's do it with... Yeah, let's do it with our land. No! I didn't double-click that. Wow. Wow. End the turn. I just threw that out so I could pick a side, and it... okay. That was, interesting. So they're going to double Necrotic Fumes, our whole board, and lose their whole board. They have to attack with Toski, so we at least hit them back for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if we wanted to, because of the Hydra. I mean, there's their whole turn. Wow, they got rid of Toski. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Because they didn't want to attack. Okay. Take my turn. Look at that. Old Gnawbone coming in. Auto pay. Let's go ahead and get in with everything. They can block the Magda. I know they're going to do it. We get a few treasures. I'm going to end the turn and not use those to throw her in case once again they have removal. Prosperous Innkeeper. Woo! This deck is non-stop from them. Lolth. Coming down.
Darkness will swallow the light. Subservience will be rewarded.
Let's take our turn. Let's throw you out on red just to have it. Let's throw the Magda. Activate Magda. Let's get a Gold Span Dragon. If I attack them with everything, they'll have to block this and this. They'll probably block this. They'll take 3. So they'll only be at 10. So that doesn't make sense. We're going to her. It doesn't make sense. I don't want them drawing any more cards. And it doesn't hit. If they block with everything, then it just doesn't matter anyways. I should have maybe attacked with the Hydra. I keep forgetting that.
A pity our time is over.
They can have all their triggers now.
A gift. Aren't I generous?
Now, can I attack with this old Gnawbone or not? Shadow's Verdict. That doesn't matter because now I'm going to attack with the old Gnawbone, and then next turn if they kill it somehow, then I'll go ahead and attack with the Lyre of the Hydra. Okay. Finally. Woo! Hello, opponent. We go first. Have an amazing hand with no green in the opening. I have to mulligan. Okay, that's not as good, but it's a keeper. I mean, I feel like we have to get rid of the Goldspan Dragon, but then I feel like we're just out of juice, so I'm going to get rid of the land. Ugh, I hate that. That felt horrible. Oh, that felt horrible. I like how it jiggles. Okay, Magda's not bad. Let's put you out on red. And let's see if the Magda sticks. I mean, they're on white-blue. So I don't think they can remove that on turn 2. They could bounce it? Okay, there's the bounce. Put out green. And that just sets them back a turn. I'm going to put out the Zorn. Actually, I should have put out the Magda again and next turn throwing out the Zorn. So then I would have got... Yeah, I see that now. I see it now. Exile the Zorn. Okay, I mean, they are doing stuff. I guess I'm guaranteed the Goldspan next turn either way. They could be running board wipes, but we don't see any proof of it yet. Let's go Prosperous. Into Magda. Swing in for 1. And the turn. If they hold up counter magic and just pass. Oh, what do you gain 2 life for each card in Foretell. Next turn, only do Foretell, return a card with Foretell. So I feel like there's a board wipe coming up soon. And we don't want to get hit with that. I was going to fire up the Hydra and go in with it, but now we got to make sure we want to get this to level, the last level as soon as possible, because that's how we rebuild our hand or rebuild our board after they board wipe us. Plus now we're going to be, you know, pumping some stuff up. Let's go ahead and swing in with everything. Just in case, I'm going to go with the Flyer. They're not really going to be poking us in any way. Go ahead and finish that turn out. Boom, boom, down to 14. And the turn. So now they're going to foretell cards into their hand. So there's the 2 mana. So they can't use that. Oh, they can. Yeah, they can storm now. Okay, they're doing another one? This is a ladder deck? I mean, I'll take this. Take our turn. They have 2 mana. So it'd have to be just a strictly no creature. So what do we got here? We got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus this is 8. This would be 9, 10, 11, 12. Or I could attack with the Hydra and make it, what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think I just do the Hydra for 4, not spending any tokens. And just get in there. And let's put this +1 token on... I don't think it matters. Let's put it on the Hydra for fun. Down to 2. Boom. Now if they want to blow up the... I don't know. Even if they have blood on the snow. I'm so used to black. Good game. Good game. Woo! Okay, everybody. That's going to do it for Gruul Gnawbone Treasures. Now, I know what you're thinking. In that last game, I definitely mathed wrong, and I had the lethal when I swung in with the layer of the Hydra, and I should have sacrificed the 2 additional treasure tokens, and I would have been over without waiting the additional turn where my opponent quit the game. I mathed wrong. I thought they were going to be at 1 life, so I was like, let me save the treasures till next turn. But we got the win anyways. What would I do to change the deck around? Well, first off, being that we're normally going to be searching them out with Magda, and we don't really want to draw these, I'm going to drop 1 Old Gnawbone out, and I'm going to add 1 Inferno of the Star Mounts. Now, we still have the same amount of, like, really big creatures that we could draw. We didn't lower that in any way, but the thing is if you draw this early, or you have to discard it for some reason to this, any reason that you just don't have it in your deck anymore, but you want to be able to grab it with Magda, I think it's safe to have a second one in there, in my opinion. And then from there, I really, really enjoyed the unexpected windfalls, and so I'm gonna ramp that up to 4 because it's mainly our draw in the deck, other than of course the level 3 on Ranger class's pseudo draw. not really draw, but we can play off the top. So I want to add a fourth one there, and I'm going to knock out one of the Zorns. The Zorns in this deck, we're creating so many treasures, so many different ways. It is nice to get the doubles, but once Old Gnawbone's out, we really don't even care anymore. But mainly, it's just, I would rather have more draw, get the 2 treasures from this, and drop this down one. Being that it has a 2 defense, it's just a little too easy to kill in my opinion. So those are the changes. I'm going to take it out like this next time I go out with it. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below letting us know what you think about the channel. So please rate, review, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Brew Crew. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.